morning. I'm in Arizona. It's really bright here for being 5:50 in the morning. I left Minnesota last night at or 2 nights ago, 4 in the morning. I was here by 7 a.m. Did meetings all day with our GM down here. Also just doing a couple meetings in the morning while checking on some stuff. And I'm right back in Minnesota tonight. And believe it or not, the reason why I'm here is because it might appear that we never dropped the ball, but we do. We've definitely had some things that we've just straight up missed with our branch down here. Those mistakes are definitely expected. Obviously, our systems really have to be good, and we have to really nail down what we're doing and our communication and our expectations. And there's just gonna be a learning curve. I'm just getting a quick walk in because, I need it. Back hurts. That video that you saw me fixing the ceiling at Olio, I don't know, I pulled something in my back. I need to answer 50 calls right now, get a walk in before sitting the rest of the day, and then hopping on a plane later. So I'll explain a little more about what's going on when I kind of get back to the hotel. See, I've spent this whole time here meeting with Steven, our general manager of the Arizona division. We actually had quite a few things that were disconnects. First thing is, it's really hard if you don't have a system. We use Jobber in our landscaping company. It's really hard if you don't have a system to make sure both you have all of your jobs scheduled and you make sure you know when all those jobs are completed so they're invoiced. We were missing invoices, we were missing things that we should be billing out on, therefore we were missing cash flow. The second big thing is labor, just training labor. You gotta be hard on labor, you gotta be kind, you gotta be loving, but you also have to be stern. You can't lose money on labor. We just kind of had a different expectation for what our labor needed to generate. So getting on the same page there and being able to talk to some of those employees, just kind of running through this is our expectation, and if you don't meet those expectations, we unfortunately have to hire to fulfill that spot differently. That was huge. And then really just having time to brainstorm. Our focus at Three Timbers, we hope to be one of the larger maintenance companies in the country. And with that being the case, we just need to automate our system. I was blind to the idea that we should be automating our quoting for our outdoor maintenance services here. Mowing in Minnesota, that's our outdoor maintenance. I don't show up to a single job site. People call in. We have the GIS map pulled up. We measure everything. We put it into an Excel spreadsheet. We already have calculations made. So all we have to put in yard size, lawn size, amount of edging that's in that yard, the size of the landscape beds, and lakeshore size. And all of a sudden it just pumps out for us right away, system based on our experience, lawn care price, spring cleanup price, fertilization, mulching, dethatching, aeration, all of these services. And it just gets sent out to people, right? And we did that because experience, right? We've done a lot of yards. We know how much time it takes. We've been tracking all of that. So our margin of error is very small, but we've been able to find that margin of error because we have data to prove that that is our margin of error. So in Arizona, I just was so unfamiliar with what we do. I just didn't think we could do that. I thought for every single job that came in, we needed Steven to go and meet with the client and see what the job is. That was ridiculous. Legitimately, we might close 1 out of 4 jobs. For Steven to run around to 4 clients and find out how the maintenance, and give him a quote on maintenance, that probably was 4 hours. At his rate that we pay him, it's several $100. Plus gas is $5 here. And on top of that, leads cost money, whether it's you're buying a lead or you're running ads or whatever it is. So all of a sudden, our leads were costing us hundreds of dollars for a service that we legitimately would only charge $1,500 for over the span of a year. So it's just dumb. Actually sitting here and talking through it made us realize, both of us, wow, it is dumb that we don't have it automated. We're not putting together formulas for it. We don't have pricing sheets ready to go. Huge. And really just listening to your guys in a different location that you're not familiar with is huge. Because I don't know their pains here. I'm not accustomed to it. I don't know what it's like to work in 120 degree weather. Simple. I make assumptions because I think it's just hot, just like it's hot in Minnesota. Like, I'm like, oh, well, we got to run our trucks like assets. Like, get them moving more. Don't let them sit on job sites. And then the response is, hey, we will die. Like, it's so hot, we need a place to get in the shade and in the AC every once in a while. Like, it's just a necessary evil. And that's just stuff I wouldn't know if I wasn't listening. So, I just need to listen. I need to learn. I need to spend more time here. And that's what we really do in these monthly meetings. Yeah, just some things to keep up on and kind of learn about and just figure out and have those hard conversations. If you're going to go meet with your crews in a different state, make sure those conversations are difficult. You're to the point. You make people feel uncomfortable, not on purpose, but it's just like inevitable when you're talking about numbers, you're talking about failure, you're talking about things that are going wrong, because it's not really failure, it's just more problems. And I'm about to pack up and already head back to the airport. Just like that, I'm back in Minnesota. And now I'm back here trying to pump out as many quotes as possible. Meet with the teams here, meet with Brad, meet with Brian, meet with Drew, try to get a good plan in place so I can leave again here in like a week and then be gone for a week. So really my job here is to close as many jobs as possible, get things booked out as far in advance as possible. Today, our lawn crew was out and about and they were mowing. What happened was a client actually came out in their yard and started yelling at them, saying, hey, I didn't sign up for your services. Get out of here. I'm not paying. Blah, blah, blah. Well, this is the important thing. It doesn't matter how simple your service is, have contracts. Protect yourself. That's what we do because we have learned that there are a lot of people that try to take advantage of you. And if you don't have anything in writing and they don't agree to anything that they've signed off on, it's really hard to argue the point. So even though this person kind of stinks, I did cover up their name, so you cannot see that. So what we do is we send out quotes. We use a software called Jobber, and we send out pricing. And when people accept their jobs, they have to sign. They have to put the date, and they have to sign their name, so we have proof. On top of that, we send them this terms and conditions. And this is what really protects us because they're signing this contract front and back. We hit on the obligations of us, the obligations of the client, the liability involved, if that ever focuses, and kind of what expectations are for payment. So when this person said they're not paying, we need to get onto their property, we can go back to this that they signed and say, hey, you signed a contract that says you are going to give us a 14-day notice if you no longer want to use our services. You're going to let us know 14 days in advance if you want the schedule changed. And you signed a contract that said we can be on your property once a week at the scheduled time to take care of your lawn. Because if you don't have this, you start to freak out as a business owner. Because you're like, oh, am I in the wrong? How am I going to prove it? How am I gonna get my money? Just make sure you protect yourself. So with that, I need to get going. I love all of you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.